at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the BYU Cougars and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Cougars offense will have the opening possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The hand to the running back. Got enough space. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set...
And he's in! Touchdown, Cougars!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Kansas State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Searching for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. They're working that left side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Needs it here on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hand off for Brown. He's got enough. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Cougars have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Out wide left, it's Lyons. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Runs through the tackle. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
2nd and long here. Handoff again. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Trying to get started. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
BYU right back to the line. On 3rd down, here's Brown. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. BYU with the 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back. It's Smockmeyer. Right down the middle. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Louisville taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's Louisville engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone 1st downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the 3rd quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Back to throw, it's Boyd. With the catch, it's Lovett. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. They bring the punter onto the field now. Makes a catch at the 10. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Brown again. Down he goes.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got some green grass. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
BYU has this offense clicking. Going to the running game. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to the run, it's Brown. Got a little grass. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
A give to Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Number 89, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. To the air, it's Boyd. Look out! And it's a sack.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did.
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge get. His fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40, the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got him on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense.
He wants to take the top off. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They were all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice. And by running the football and bleeding the clock, they've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Long way to go on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Good, strong tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Finds the big tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Between the hashes, it's Porter. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Offense getting set for 1st down. Guys, this is a type of